Hi friends! I hope everyone's doing super dandy today because for today's video, we are going to be making a quilt jacket! I'm just like so excited for this video. Like I'm not even ready to film. My hair is wet. I just got out of the shower, but I just really wanted to do today's intro and my room's a mess right now, but today we're making a quilt jacket finally from a quilt. Okay, let me get ready and clean the room now. Then we can start. I'm ready now. My hair, almost dry. I'm mentally prepared. And I don't have a lot of time, as per usual. I don't know why I'm always in this situation where I'm trying to make things super fast, even though I shouldn't be. Because I have a hockey game I'm going to tonight, and I really just want to be wrapped up in a blanket while I'm sitting watching the game tonight. My goal in life right now is just to be cozy this winter. So that's why we're making a quilt jacket, because that's the coziest thing I can think of. So, to cut down on time, I got a free pattern we're gonna try out. I'll link it down below. It is a pretty hefty book you have to print out here. It's 75 pages, but there's a ton of sizes. Sizes 32 to 56. I gotta tape together 75 pages. Like I could've just made my own pattern, but it seems like a lot of work right now, and I just really want to be wrapped up in a blanket tonight. So it comes with a little draft here of how it's supposed to be laid out, and I did the eco print, so that's why it looks kind of strange, the print. I don't know if my table is going to fit 75 pieces of paper. Yeah, 75 pieces of paper are not going to fit on here, so I'm going to have to do it in sections. I'm just going to let you guys know that that took a little bit more time than expected. A lot more time than expected, because now I have like 45 feet a pattern I gotta cut out, so I think my goal of wearing my coat tonight is not a reality. So, all the pieces are cut out now. Again, took a lot longer than I thought, but we're done cutting them out. So now we can move on to cutting the fabric here, or our blanket. And I didn't use all the pieces that it came with just because I'm not doing a lining. I'm only doing one layer, so I should only have the pieces that are for the outside of the coat. The one thing I just learned is that when I'm cutting out this piece, the front of the jacket here, I am just gonna leave the edge like this and just keep it like that so I don't have to finish it, and it'll be a little bit different, the pattern piece. But I saw this video, which I'll link it down below, and she did it, so I'm gonna do it too. She seems really smart, and hers turned out really good, her coat. So I'm really lazy when it comes to sewing, so when I go to cut the pattern out, I usually just grab all the candles I have in my house, put it on top of the pattern. Damn, girl! Look at my jacket! Okay, next one. Woot woot! The back is cut out. Ooh, the inside is gonna be pretty of the back. Oh, I like that. Cool! So, I just got back from my massage for my tension in my neck, tension headaches. And my face is still really red from where I was laying down on the, you put your head through the thing? Yeah. I have everything cut out, but it's like dark now. It just, the day just flew by, and I didn't get my jacket done for the game tonight, which I'm very sad about because now I can't sit in the stands being like super cozy. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to wear this and be super cozy, which I think I will. So I'm gonna finish it tomorrow with you guys, obviously. Then I gotta wrap my husband's present because it's his birthday. Say bye for just like a second, because then we'll, pop back on the screen for tomorrow. BRB. Hi, friends. Day 2 on this quilt journey, which I thought I could do in one day, which, I don't know why I think I'm so good at things when I'm not very fast at anything. for the jacket, first thing we need to do today is take all this bias tape that I bought from Walmart last night and put it on all of the raw edges. This is why I cut a lot of them on the edge of the blanket here, so I didn't have to do more work, and you know, might as well use the bias tape here so it looks pretty on the outside. So mainly just doing all the raw edges that will be seen on the inside of the jacket, so it didn't really matter what color I got, because you won't really see it unless I'm going like... Sorry, that was a lot of talking. Okay, let's get to the sewing. So I did one part of the sleeve here, and it did take me 55 years to do with this bias tape, but it looks really good. Like, look how clean and how pretty this is. Even though no one's going to see this bias tape because I'm not inside the jacket, but if someone tries my jacket on, they're gonna know it's good quality. And yes, I'm gonna be here for another 55 years for each piece, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And I'm also doing like a little bit of a cheat method for this bias tape because I'm not doing it fully correct. I'm just kind of slapping it on there like this and then sewing her. I know it's not like 100% correct, but you know, it's working for me. So you're probably wondering, Jenna, how do you do the corners? And let me tell you a little secret, or show you a little secret. All I do is I take it to a corner and iron down the fold, and then I sew it down. And I do that for every single corner. Ta-da! I'm starting on my third package of bias tape, and I only have 2 left. I am just gonna continue to have very, very positive thoughts that I have enough bias tape for my jacket. There's enough bias tape for my jacket. Bias tape for my jacket. There's enough bias tape for my jacket. While I'm doing this, I want everyone at home right now to have positive thoughts that I have enough bias tape. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about the quilt jacket you're gonna make. Think about positive thoughts of Jenna having enough bias tape. I am just like the queen of manifesting. This is how much I'm going to have left. Talk about the perfect amount. The only thing is, I realized I wouldn't have enough for the pockets because I did want to have a bias tape for just the top, and then, you know, the sides I can just tuck in and Bob's your uncle. But then I went into my drawer of all my extra little supplies, and look what I find. And the most perfect amount for 2 pockets. I am just having a phenomenal day, as long as, you know, the pattern works out. Because again, I didn't actually test or do like a proof, a draft, a mock-up, whatever you want to call it, of this pattern. So all my hopes and dreams could come crashing down the moment I start to sew all this together and I try it on. I have all the pieces here. They all have the bias tape. They are looking just amazing. So now this is like the easiest part and the funnest part, because now we just have to sew them all together and not worry about lining, not worry about seams. Like, it's gonna be super nice. For this pattern, it's kind of wonky just because there's 2 pieces for each arm piece, so I have to sew them together, right sides together. Do you guys remember that Vine where that girl's like, vroom vroom, I'm in me mom's car? No? Well, every time I sew and I press on my foot down here, I just think, vroom vroom, I'm in me mom's car. One sleeve done! Woot woot. I'm going to start off with just sewing all of the side seams. So because I just have 1 piece for the back, we're just sewing, you know, the 2 front pieces to it. Moment of truth now. I'm not done yet, but I got like a long vest going on, so let's see if she's gonna fit. Okay, let's start sewing again. So now we're gonna attach this little baby collar we got going on. So to do that, I'm just gonna fold it in half, find the center point here, and then line that up right sides together with my jacket, like this. Put it right in the center here, and then we can start pinning all the way around until you reach an end. It won't go to the very end of the jacket, but you know, it'll be kind of close, a few inches. Then we can sew from here all the way over here. And then we got a little collar. Okay, our collar's on there now. So now next is we're going to do some sleeves. And before I add the sleeves, I'm just gonna press open all these sleeves here because it can get real messy if I don't do that. So now for the sleeves. It's pretty similar if you've ever sewn a sleeve onto anything where you put right sides together where you have the jacket, you know, folded outwards. And then I like to pin the bottom seam, and then I like to line up the top. And then I like to just, you know, ruffle the rest and make sure everything else fits in there. It's not gonna fit perfect. It might be like a little ruffly, but when you sew it, you can kind of pull it and stretch it a bit so it, you know, it fits perfect. And then for the pockets, what I did, because I didn't have enough bias tape, you could do bias tape around the whole square and then, you know, just slap it on there and sew it, but I didn't. So what I had to do was I tucked in all the raw edges kind of inwards to the jacket, and then I just pinned it down. I didn't iron it or do anything. I just pinned it there, and then I just took it to my sewing machine and I did a top stitch all the way around until I got to, like, you know, the top. You go from the top bias tape all the way around down to the other side of the bias tape. And there we go. We had a little pocket, but I did a little extra little, you know, back and forth on the end just because, you know, pockets always come undone easily because you're putting a lot of pressure there. Okay, bye. So for our final step, it's the belt here. And if you guys watched my sewing videos before, you guys know I struggle with straps. And this is pretty much the exact same as a strap. So I'm hoping it's not as difficult as usually I struggle with straps, because obviously it's a lot thicker, but the fabric's a lot thicker too. So I don't know. Let's try this method first, where you kind of just put a pen on the end here and kind of scoop it in there. It might be working. This is a workout. Okay, so now that I got my belt here, this side is, you know, good enough. Like, it's not perfect, but, you know, it's good enough. So I'm just gonna tuck the ends on this side. Do a quick little top stitch to hold it in place. And Bob's your uncle, we got a belt. Yes. Okay, well, it's done now, so let me show you how it looks. Ta-da! Ta-da! Isn't she cute? And doesn't it just make you feel so warm just looking at it? Because I'm definitely very warm in it. It's definitely fulfilling my dreams of just being wrapped in a blanket this winter. Like, that was my #1 goal this fall in winter, was just to have a quilt jacket. So I could walk around in a blanket and it looks good. And 2, it looks better than just, like, you know, having a blanket over you. Those are kind of the same thing. It's more acceptable in society, I would say, to wear this than just a blanket. So I'm happy. I'm very, very happy with myself. This was a good test run because technically this jacket, or I guess the quilt, was not made from a handmade quilt. It was actually made from like a store one. So it's not technically like a true quilt, but it looked pretty similar. I thought I could get away with it for my first one. And then when I finally find my dream quilt, you know, the one, I'll be prepared. I'll be very prepared because I made her. And she'll also make me very, very happy in the meantime because she is pretty close to the one I was wanting right here. Like, she's pretty close. The only thing I would change for the next time is I probably wouldn't make it as long, but here she is up close. Here's the behind. But that's all I had to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of me making a quilt jacket. I finally fulfilled my dreams, so check that off my 2021 list. That's it. So I'm gonna go because I'm really hungry. Sewing makes me really hungry, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you guys make a quilt jacket or even find a quilt, tag me on Instagram. I want to see those quilts. But I think that's it. So have a great rest of your day. I think I already said that, but just have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay? Bye.